Yeah, what up, guys? Some of you have been asking me, how do I calculate lot sizes accurately? So, in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that accurately. Okay. Now, let's go to trading view. Okay, and let's take Euro JPY as an example. Okay, I'm not going to analyze anything. I'm only just going to show you an example of an entry that I'm presently into, okay? Of an entry that I'm presently into, which is this one, right? Okay, this is a 1 day chart. I'm going to take it to 1 hour, reduce a bit so you can see what I'm doing. All right, I've made this entry into this. I've already known my risk to reward, right? So if I click on it now, it's going to show me. If you take a look at it, you are going to see some words, or rather some numbers. A minute, let me so I can be able to show you. Let me put on the brush tool so I will show you what I mean. All right, so if you look at these things, at these numbers here, click on this, you can equally see some numbers here, like this top here. Let me take a screenshot. Okay, now take a look at this where I'll be circling right now. I'll be circling 3 parts. Here, that's 1.4, right? Here, 1000 something, and here 400 and something. Okay, 400 something. All right, so the most important part that we need is this part here, this part right here, where the root 31.4. That's what we'll be using. What it simply means is that our stop loss is about 31 pips. Our take profit is the one above, about 1000 plus. Right, take profit is about 1000 plus. So what we are going to do is to calculate the exact amount we are going to be using, so that once you get to that price point, we don't lose more than the exact amount we are willing to lose. Now let's assume I want to I took this trade and I'm willing to lose just $20. Okay, I'm willing to lose $20. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that 1.4, which is the stop loss, right? Then divide it by the amount, the capital I'm going to use. Okay, let me see if I have a note where I can just make the note so you can see what I'm saying. Okay, a new note. Now here is my risk. My capital is let's say my capital is $20. Okay, let me make a do. My capital is $20, right? And out of this $20, I want to read 10%, which is $2, right? Now our stop loss was 31.4. Forget about take profit. But what I'm saying is I want to risk only $2 on 31 pips, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this 31 pips by 10. So it will give me a standard pip, which is 314. So this is what I'm going to be taking as my pips. Then I will divide $2 by this number of pips. So it will give me the exact lot size I'm to use. Okay, so let's say now we have all our information. Our pip in standard pip is 314, right? Our capital that we want to risk is $2. So what we are going to do, we are going to say 2 divided by 314 divided by 2, right? So whatever we get will be the standard lot we are to use. So let's go to the calculator. So I'm going to put 2 divided by 314. So our standard lot size will be 0.006. Okay, 0.006. So simply means that this is the standard lot size I'm going to use for this trade, so that if you go 31 pips, I'm just going to lose just $2. All right. Now, most times you will see you may not be able to get 0.006. So indirectly, you are going to either reduce your lot size because that trade is actually a swing trade. And for a swing trade, you cannot just use $2. Like that trade, I'm using $50. Okay, as an example. So if I'm to go back and use the standard $50 I want to use, this is what I would do. So let's assume my capital is $5,000, right? I want to use 1% of my capital for entry, and we are risking our stop loss is about 31.4 pips, right? So what I would do is I'm going to do this. $50 my capital, right? 331.4 times 10. If your stop loss is about 50 pips, you also multiply by 10. Whatever your stop loss is, you multiply by 10. You actually now we got this particular one. If you go back to after you have done your analysis and you go back to your chart, if you click on it, it's going to show the red part. The red part is where you are going to see the number of stop loss that you need, that the entry after you have done your after you have done your analysis completely. This part here is where your stop loss is. So if you go down, you are going to see the amount, which is 31.4. That's the part you are going to take, okay? Stop, 31.4. So multiply that 1.4 by 10, you get 314. So as I said, I'm going to be using $50 my capital. My stop loss is 31.4. Then I multiply this by 10. So I'm going to get 314, right? Now I'm going to divide this by 50. It will now give me the lot I'm going to use. Meaning, if I use that standard lot, if the price goes against me by 31.4 pips, I'm going to lose just $50, which is 1% of my account, right? So what we are going to do, we go to the calculator. So we say 50 divided by 314. So I'm going to be getting 0.159. So I can just, I can decide to put 0.16 as my lot size, right? So this will be the maximum lot size I'm going to use for this trade, so that if it hits my stop loss, I'm just going to lose $50. And this trade I'm aiming for 1 to 10. So if you hit my take profit, I'm going to get $500. So most times you should look at trading your account on ROI, return on investment. Meaning if you risk $50, at least you should try to get 1 to 2 risk to reward. So that all you just need to do is win 4 trades and lose 6 trades, you will still make profit. Because if you win 4 trades, 4 times 2 will be 8. If you lose 6 trades, 1 times 6 will be 6. You still have a profit of $2 left. So if you look at it on risk to reward, you will be able to have as much, the risk will be minimal on your part. All you just need to do is just make sure that you win like 2 or 3, and you are guaranteed of having enough capital for the next 6 trades, even if the 6 trades are at a loss, right? So if you do that, you'll be able to get. So from what I've just shown you right now, I've shown you how to calculate your lot size in accuracy. Let's take another example so that you can see, you can get this clearly. Let's take the last example. Now let's assume I have $10 my capital. No, I have $10 as my risk, and my stop loss is 314. Okay, what I'm going to 31.4 pips. That's my stop loss. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use the calculator once more. Always remember, you have to multiply your stop loss by 10. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to 10 divided by 314. So it simply means my maximum lot size should be 0.03. What I mean by maximum lot size means that you can enter 0.01. Then maybe when there's a little bit of retracement, you enter under 0.01, a little bit of retracement, 0.01. You can't use more than this except if you want to lose more than this $10, right? So all you just need to do is make sure you are able to calculate it accurately. So you will be at rest even if the market is going against you, because you already know how much you are risking and how much you are going to make, right? So that will give you a rest of mind. So that's why you need to know at one point, immediately you do your analysis, you should automatically calculate the exact lot size you have to use. Don't use the same lot size for all your entries, because there are sometimes your stop loss may be a bit higher or maybe lower. So if you use the same entries, there are no signs that you are going to lose more than what you anticipated to lose in case you hit your stop loss. So if you have this at the back of your mind, you will know for some trade you are going to be using 0.03 as maximum, and for some trade you may use more than 0.03, maybe 0.30. Okay, so that is how to calculate your stop loss accurately. If you have any question, please just comment. I will try as much as possible to reply or make a video about your question. You have a great week ahead. God bless.